Alrighty, we're up against Samster right now. We've got Tarnax 4. I don't think I care about Zabu existing still. Like, we can get some benefits out of the hood, but we definitely don't need Zabu, so let's play Zarnax, or play him over on Zarnax, or Tarnax, Zarnax, near, far, wherever you are. Daily Bugle, what do we get?
Live from the Daily Bugle.
They've got a big fart. All right, a little bit rude, but fair enough. They have what they have. Let's put Merlin on the board. We're definitely gonna be able to use Hood Uncle Ben, I think, next turn. We're gonna be able to also play whatever the skill is that he gives us. Iron Patriot. Well, that's not anything I can play. Zombie Captain Marvel's interesting, though. I think I'm just playing her. I can play Hood, Uncle Ben, and something else next turn. This is gonna be a red guard. No, it's Cassandra Nova. Interesting. What is this pile? I'm trying to figure out what they're doing here. Oh, they're getting a second Iron Patriot. Well, they're gonna win that lane. I'm probably not stopping them, unfortunately, but I don't think I'm supposed to do much to stop them. I don't know what I'm supposed to do to stop them. Double Omniversal Presence is fun, though. Omniversal Presence into Hood, Uncle Ben, activate. Let's see what happens here. I think this is good. I think even with the double Omniverse Presence, I'm pretty sure it should just be... Ooh, Dark Dimension's fun. We still are winning that lane, though. Got the Hood. We actually should be winning now on the board. Bye, Copycat, by the way. Appreciate you hanging out. We do get Spider-Man. Spider-Man feels like a really good card with this pile. I don't know if I enjoy... I don't think I enjoy trying to use Bucky Barnes as much, but Bucky Barnes at least is a good payoff or a good benefit potentially for it, so I like that bit. All right, we got a once in future on the board, though, which is nice. Can I just go Sentry, once in future, Demon? I might even be able to just Eliath them. I can't just Eliath this lane. They gave me the Eliath. I'm supposed to use it, right? If they give me the Eliath, I'm supposed to use it? Like, I feel bad using Eliath, but again, they gave me the card. I'm gonna play this mid, by the way, so they can't, like, Shang-Chi me or do something weird over here. Let's see. When a card moves here, it gets afflicted with -4 power. Oh my gosh! We just ruined their entire game! Because they gave us an Eliath. Oh, no Dr. Doom. Nope, no Stature. No Korg. Oh. In some ways, I feel guilty about what I've done. On the other hand, I really don't. To be fair, my Eliath mattered 0, right? It actually didn't make a big difference in the slightest whether or not I used the Eliath. But on one hand, let's say it did, so then I feel better about it. Next game. Nico onto Aunt May's is a great start for this pile. I like the ideas here. This feels like it's just a generic style of clogging deck. Whether or not it's actually amazing is a different conversation. We'll have to figure out as we play these games out. But I feel like there's real potential here. Let's go Merlin. Feels like she could be useful in a clog it package. We just have a Surge on the board. That doesn't do a lot for us right now. Nothing. The Deadlands. Actually, I have priority right now. They haven't played a card over here. Let's go Merlin here into Omniversal Presence here. I don't want them to have Aunt May's. If I can turn that off for them, I think that's the right call. What are they doing? Kid Omega. This is I bet this is a style of list with Nimrod. Interesting. We have once in future, an Omniversal Presence. Let's go debris into once and future. In order just so we clog them up and make it so they can't potentially use that lane. Yeah, so they're just going to play for the left lane, and I don't think that matters as much to me. A once in future again, and omniversal presence. Does this mean I'm going zombie Captain Marvel, once in future, omniversal presence, and I just throw down another omniversal presence? I don't want these hordes to get much larger, I don't think. This is interesting. Get rid of the rock. We don't really want the Monster Metropolis to exist right now. Universal Presence. Adding the rocket pad, which doesn't matter. We have another Universal Presence, adding points onto both of our Merlins. Kid Omega hitting Black Panther. This means they're going to go... They're going to have... what's his face? Is it Elixir, the one that brings back a bring back a card that was like destroyed last turn? I think it's Elixir. Bring back a card that was destroyed? Yeah, anyway, English is great. Favorite language, top 10. I play a Zabu here. I can at least move Zombie Captain Marvel, and she's only going to move to this right lane. Is that going to be enough? I'm going to argue that I'm uncertain if it would be. The fact that we clogged them actually does a big deal for us here. But then what is it supposed to do for the next turn, right? It's Elixir plus what? I don't know if they have many options for, like, I don't know, whatever's left. Our final turn play would probably be just playing a sentry over to the middle, I guess. Maybe we can throw a misery down. It just doesn't matter. We got the win, though. We got the win with this pile. We got the win with Zombie Captain Marvel on the board. Whether or not we got to use her is a different conversation. But let's keep clogging. All right, so if y'all ever heard of Bucky Barnes before, we are up against a Bucky Lastard. So take that as you will. We got Nico Minoru going to be able to destroy the hood next turn. And then we can go with Nico next turn. Do I want Nico again? I could technically use it on Merlin, but I don't even think I want that right now. I think I'll wait, because then I could maybe get like a 2x mode on this Nico. They've got double Quinjet, which is potentially really good for them. I've got Zombie Captain Marvel in hand. Merlin. I can change locations, and I think I'm going to be able to use that to my benefit. Let's go with Merlin here into Uncle Ben in this lane. They've got Dakin. Is this that, like, Surfer deck that uses Dakin? I feel like it might be. We have the 2x mode, by the way. Let's do this. Debris is just putting more cards on the board, probably, hopefully, clogging them, because we just really do not want to make their game plan easy. And we've got Nico still over there. I'm going to hope Merlin gives me a once in future, and they don't know if I'm going to be able to get rid of Limbo, and so we have that in our benefit as well. Silver Sable. Muramasa Shard shouldn't make a difference. However, I'm pretty sure we're currently playing against a Morgan Le Fay deck, actually. Once in future means I can get rid of a rock over here. Let's go Zombie Captain Marvel into a once in future here. I don't know if I'm getting rid of this location. We'll find out in a second. Zombie Captain Marvel in that lane. Interesting. Am I playing Stegron in this lane? If I play Stegron here. Omniversal Presence. I kind of just want to play Stegron. I can go Stegron into... Actually, is it Sentry? Activate. Stegron. I think it's this, and Zombie Captain Marvel should stay in the same lane. However, Uncle Ben will move. I think it's this. Uncle Ben definitely feels like one of the best payoffs for Zombie Captain Marvel so far. Oh, what? Oh, that's a weird effect out of nowhere. Second rock over there, which is nice for us, actually. Fire Hair into Fire Lord, hitting a Dakin. So they've got points in that lane. Is that going to be enough to matter? Because I don't think it does. Right, I feel like I'm going to have enough. I just need to play hard for this right lane right now, and I should be okay to do so. I can go this into Demon, into even just like a Bucky Barnes down. I just don't think I'm playing for the middle lane, am I? Let's see. Mirror Monster Shard into a Zabu. They're just going to destroy his Zombie Captain Marvel, and they're going to move it over to the right lane. But that doesn't make a difference. We still just win the game. There you go. I'll take it. I don't know, like, we're getting some use out of Zombie Captain Marvel, but in general, it actually feels like she's becoming really awkward to use, potentially. I don't know. I want to say the card's cool, and I love it when cool new cards come out, but I'm not, I don't know if I'm feeling that way. All right, starting off, I think it's just Zabu, because making all our 4 costs cheaper is just good. We are playing against, obviously, Destroy stuff here. My Stegron might be able to do some good work against them. We'll see. I'll play Hood here. I don't mind if they destroy it for me. They've got X-23 and Deadpool. Honestly, pretty solid splits from both of them. They've got priority as well. Is it? I think Debris is the call. They've got Deathlock.
I definitely need to change my underwear.
I don't know what they're gonna do. I think what I'm gonna do right now is I'm gonna accept the fact that I might not get everything I want, but I'm gonna just go into Bucky Carnage here. I think there's a chance they could just go for could just try to play a Zombie Captain Marvel. If that's what they do, do I actually want this? I could do this to guarantee I get the points, but then if they just Killmonger, I lose everything. So I actually think I'm going this, because Killmonger is a real card. Although them playing it in this way makes me feel like it's Killmonger time. Called it. Don't love that. I don't love that I knew the answer. But I think we can still make do here. Bucky into Carnage. They get 1 point on their Deathlock, which is annoying, but still fair. What am I doing on this turn? I don't mind the misery, actually. Ooh, the misery. Right? And then I'm actually just going to wait on my demon. Deadpool into Venom. Got X-23 at the right lane, which actually means this lane should just be clogged, which is really good for me. Headpool, Nico. So now they are actually locked out of this right lane, which is a very big deal. And even if I add -9 here, if I had -9, I'd be losing here. But their next card gets moved to the right. So if I go Stegron, Uncle Ben, Demon. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Well, their first card gets moved over to the right. And if it's... And I think it's just a 20-point Deadpool. It is. That's good. Okay, I like that. That felt real. That felt entirely real. We were able to mess with them. And guess what? We clogged destroy, which is typically pretty hard to do. So I'm going to take that as a pretty good dub. Next one. All right, we're playing against someone with my Stegron. I've got their death, which means I'm going to go Zabu pretty early on. I'm going to play for this right lane so that they don't get the opportunity to mess with my stuff. I've got a few options to destroy stuff in my own deck, which I like. That is certainly a Deadpool split they are allowed to have. Oh, I hate the fact they just got that chimichanga for Deadpool. What am I supposed to do against that? I don't have any options. Let's just go Hood into Uncle Ben. I'm going to spread the power out, I think. Yeah, that really sucks for me. Uncle Ben into what? 10 or more power here, +1 energy each turn. Definitely don't have that, but we can start trying to pull some up here. Let's play just Sentry for now. I'm going to hope to be able to use my Zombie Captain Marvel or my Carnage, or give me a way to clean up this right lane. It's fine, it's fine. Benjamin Brode is going to assist me here. Just you wait and see. Zombie Captain Marvel. I think there are cooler cards, but I definitely don't hate this one. They might even try to just knock this card into this lane right now, which is probably smart for them, but I'm glad that they can't. I'm going to wait on my demon. Yeah, cool. They're trying to knock my Stegron in, which is great for me. Means I can just use this, and I have this set up for next turn. What am I going to do with this, then? I'm losing every single lane right now, right? I think I'm going to do this to put as many points as I can, or to force Captain Marvel to hopefully go over to this left lane. But I'm going to set up this way. I'm also going to hope that by me playing, by me letting this happen for a turn, I think they might try to even just play a Killmonger. Really feeling Killmonger. Which means my right lane will get cleaned up. Maybe not. 10 points on that is interesting. So I'm just going to play Misery. Activate Zombie Captain Marvel. Into playing, I think, Bucky and Chimichanga, because if they have the death, they can only play the death here to tie me. And this should let me win. Yeah. All right, Killmonger. I think I still win, though. I don't hate that at all, by the way. That's amazing. This is... Wait, do we just win now? Is this gonna be a win? My demon doesn't work, but the Misery... Oh, and it means I'm actually just getting all my power to keep it, to stay in the right lane. I actually just casserole? They just gave me the win with that. That's amazing for me. Wow, I did not expect that. They just actively handed me the win. I will take that. There were a lot of ways I could have gone, and I think we were also playing around them just being able to play death, but they didn't have many other options. Keep going. Alrighty here. The Hood is a nice start. I can go with Hood, like Hood, Bucky, Debris in this left lane, and then we just move out. Or I guess Debris won't be over in the left lane. But then we just move all these cards away. That's going to be nice. Let's see. They've just got... This is just a destroy deck right now. Sure. X-Mansion's going to change some stuff up as well. Bucky's still going to be the card to play over here. We'll go Debris next. Depending on what they play, I might even try to go for Debris in this right lane. With them playing Kid Omega, I feel like I want Debris in the right lane. Yeah, I want the rocks to stay on the board. We're gonna do this. I can also use Uncle Ben to potentially make it to pull a card of theirs mid, which if I play Debris mid, it's not that. No. I was gonna say I could potentially like next turn I could play Uncle Ben, Carnage and stuff. Oh, what? Kid Omega just on Sabretooth? Now that's interesting. Zorn into Miss Marvel. Now that's a funny turn of events I wouldn't have expected. Let's go Zombie Captain Marvel in this lane. Stegron's not even as great mid anymore because of Zorn. No, Zorn. That's the guy's face. Because of Zorn moving away my 3 and 4 costers. So I get to Marvel, at least in the left, isn't bad. However, I actually don't want to be winning I don't want to be winning another location. I think I just want her to move or to stay there. Or losing a location. Let's see. Uncle Ben Carnage into Merlin, and then I activate. I think this is my current play. Oh, now that's not what I expected.
Great power comes.
Well, that's really bad for me. But they also are like kind of locked at that location. It's just annoying that Zombie Captain Marvel went over there. Can I play for the left then? I can by playing Sentry into Demon. This gets rid of the Winter Soldier and it puts the most amount of points I can into the right lane. This is just my best call. If they have null, I lose, I think, and I can't stop it if they null me, right? Nimrod, Sabretooth. Then we have the Sentry. So they're only moving a Nimrod over to the right lane, basically. But I think I'm actually going to be outpowering them then. Yeah. Nimrod can't go middle. We're only down by 2 points mid, and then we're up by 8 in the left lane. So 6-point differential means that we take that game home. Weird version to destroy. I like the fact they're using Sabretooth. Didn't matter. Miss Marvel was a little bit of a fun surprise I didn't expect. Wait a second. Why does this show's purple? Why does his... No, it's just... Why does the white... It doesn't do the flames as purple for this Merlin. Why does it do it for this one? That's a weird thing. I don't know. Next game. Our opponent's name, I don't want to think about. Let's go Merlin to start here. Probably in the middle location. Maybe not because of Astral Plane. Let's go with it in the right location. I just don't know. There's not like a good location for it. Misery is fine. They've got a Zombie Captain Marvel there. That's interesting. They got part of it, part of what they potentially wanted there. Let's go Hood, Carnage, and I'm actually going to just leave it at that for now. Because this Misery is just not helpful. And Vormir destroys the next card I play there, not just, so it could just destroy my once in future, which is fine. Omniversal Presence means... Does that... Wait, hold up. Do I want to play... Is Stegron mid? I think I want to wait on Stegron. Go Omniversal Presence. I don't like that. Let's go Sentry. What are they playing? They just destroyed Kid Omega? Or destroyed Shuri with Kid Omega? Why? That's a weirder choice, I feel like. Does that stop Vormir from working? Or what's the... What's the logic there? I don't know. I don't think I want Vormir as a location. No, let's just do this. Let's polymorph. And then I'm going to once future if something else happens over in this lane. Lantis, sure. Stegron. Gives me Legion. Now, I don't hate that. I can actually, again, go with the Stegron play in the left lane. Right, if I just play Stegron left, I win? I think we just win this game because they're going to Zola? Oh, they destroyed their Black Panther. Cool choice. Cool choice. Yeah. Stegron's a fun card. I wouldn't have expected to be good in here. This is interesting. I don't know how I feel about this. This is a interesting pile of cards. I feel like it's a lot of fun. Let's talk about the actual deck. Let's talk about everything in here because this is. Did I already say interesting? Yes. Yes, I did. Let's talk about the deck. I mean, I think Clog is a great deck. I don't like it as a pile of cards typically, but it's a pretty good deck. And if you ever are trying to deal with this deck, I will say, I think it's also a good thing just to play into lanes early and try to make sure you're clogging yourself. Because if you clog yourself, you're doing a better job than your opponent. And the problem I'm actually having with this deck, which is interesting that I'm bringing this up and I'm recording this and doing this video, but I'm going to immediately say there's a problem. I just am. You actually aren't doing much clogging of your opponent. More often than not, what you're doing is you are filling up your side of the board and then just using the trash that you fill yourself up with, the clog that you clog yourself with, and then just using that against your opponent in a more effective way than they can, which is cool and that's interesting. And honestly, I think Stegron was a fun card in here. If you don't have Stegron, there's easy replacements, obviously. You just want to be messing with it's just Juggernaut probably instead. A lot of these cards are also just destroy pieces. So Uncle Ben is a destroy card. You're just going to want to replace it with another probably cheap card you can destroy, maybe an X-23 or something else like that. Hood, I think, and Zabu are both Series 3 and below. If you don't have Nico, get Nico. Anyway, Merlin, you could probably go with a Kate Bishop instead, would probably be my best replacement, but I don't know if it's going to be as good. Or maybe you even want to put in a big card that would let you get value with your, with the, what's it called? The Void or the Hood, using potentially an Annihilus or using a Cersei to get value there. But again, neither one of those cards are amazing. You've got Misery as well. Misery is just going to let you get rid of some of your debris and use those triggers multiple times. I don't know if Misery is the best card in here. I will say I actually really like Stegron for what he did. Again, Juggernaut could probably be a suitable replacement, but Misery, I may even want like a Shang-Chi. I may want a Kate Bishop for more utility. May want a Green Goblin to send cards over. Or it's like Titanium. So like there's a lot of options in terms of those pieces for what you could be doing instead. And I think it's cool and very interesting. And then there's Zombie Captain Marvel. I think Second Dinner has been doing a really good job recently of releasing cards that are fine. I think Zombie Captain Marvel is probably fine. I don't know if she's great. I don't think she's great. I don't know if she's good. She doesn't feel like it personally, but I think she's fine. And that's about all I can say about her in her favor. She does what the card says. She destroys other cards, but oftentimes the activate hurts. The fact that you have to wait for it to trigger is unfortunate, and maybe this will change as the meta shifts, right? I'm recording this day of, so a lot of people are excited to play with the new card, and maybe it's going to be better once people are running more Cosmo and such, because, right, this does get through a Cosmo, which is a really big deal about Zombie Captain Marvel. But not a lot of people, at least on the ladders, are running it right now. As time goes on, this may change, and I think that's one of the biggest things I'm going to say whenever I do one of these new card videos. I'm giving my immediate brazen feedback or opinion on whatever, just the games that I've had. And the games that I've had don't really do a lot of amazing things with this card. It once in a while can matter a lot, but it really just feels like this is Carnage with extra steps and a higher cost. Yes, it gets to a bigger number than Carnage, but again, I don't know if it matters. So we'll have to wait and see. Also, the fact that it is just the exact same voice line, by the way, when she triggers, when she actually moves, feels weird to me. Right? This is supposed to be a zombified version. Can zombies talk? I didn't think zombies could really talk. I guess they kind of can, but it really feels like they should have done something weird with that bit. I don't know. But if you really want to mess with this card, I think it could be an interesting piece. And as time goes on, maybe something different happens with it. Maybe something amazing comes out for this card. But for now, I don't know if this is going to be a needed card. I think a lot of the cards Second Dinner is releasing are just balanced. They're nothing crazy. They're nothing really different or like wild. I think the most interesting thing has been the fact that they revamped the horde mechanic after it released and immediately fell flat. Horde is probably the most relevant piece of just being like, hey, this is a revolutionary new card. Maybe you can argue the same thing with Zombie Captain Marvel / Colonel, or sorry, Zombie Power Man and Colonel America. Maybe there's something similar there. But in general, I just don't feel like this is a card that really is as insane or as incredible. Doesn't feel like a card that I personally would go for, but it's going to be a piece to see that, you know, maybe something happens in the next few days. We can get some other opinions on this card, but you can see me clog people with this deck. So hope you enjoyed. Appreciate you hanging out to the end. Until the next one, have a good one. Peace out.